Hey everyone, welcome back. And today I just want to talk about Doge. It's all about the Doge, the meme of the Doge. Does everybody think that it's going to go higher than $1 or just drop straight through the floor and never exist ever again? Well, here's my opinion. This is what I think. So as of right now, and today is what, Friday, the day before the big SNL thing with Elon Musk going on and talking about Doge or talking about Bitcoin and his investments, or at least the mention thereof. There's a lot of hype and a lot of buildup behind him making a tweet or talking about Doge that it's going to just send Doge straight through the roof. That may be true and it may not be true. What is my opinion on it? I kind of think it's going to go up, but I also think that there's going to be a huge sell off. I think as soon as it reaches above $1, there's going to be such a huge dramatic drop because everybody's going to sell out. They're going to start selling everything that they got. But at the same time, if you're like me, and are going to ride the waves all the way through, and I only invested what I can afford to lose. I put in money, I'm going to leave it. I was going to see what happens. My thing is, I think that Doge is going to continue to climb. I think it's going to go past the dollar. I think it's going to go past $2, past $3. I think it'll make it all the way up to 20 bucks. Will it do it this year? No, definitely not this year. I think it'll make it maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, it'll probably make to $20. But right now, I don't think so. I think it may go to $1, maybe, or it might just start selling off as soon as it gets to 75 cents, or maybe 80 cents. It's probably just going to sell off. It'll probably spike a little bit, but that's just my opinion. So at the same time, I'm no crypto expert or nothing like that. I'm just going based on what I'm reading and what I'm seeing, what's happening out there. And I just personally think that buying Doge right now is just a short-term investment. You set a goal. This is where you want to get out, have your exit strategy ready to go. Or you buy and you keep it forever. You never know what's going to happen with Doge. Maybe Doge will go through the roof. You never know. It may go and be the next Bitcoin, but it can't because of why? Because there's an infinite amount of Doge that can be produced. There is not an infinite amount of Bitcoin that can be produced. So there's the differences between there. So if there's a whole bunch of people mining Doge all the time, then the value will never really go as high as Bitcoin is. It may go up to $20, but it just depends on how people value and how they use Doge to purchase things, to do transactions, to send money to their friends and family, or whatever that they're going to be doing with Doge, as opposed to all the other altcoins. So if there's more popularity, sure, it's going to go up. If there's more use behind it, more function behind it, then the value of that coin will also go up. But will it go up to like to the moon, like $1,000? Who knows? I have no idea. I don't have a crystal ball. I have no clue. It could be just like any other fad out there. It's kind of like the whole fidget spinner thing, where my son wanted one. His friends had them. He started showing up at home with one. And before you knew it, after 3 or 4 months, there was no more fidget spinners anywhere. That whole fad just kind of fizzled and died off. So I kind of feel like that this is a very temporary thing with the Doge thing, unless a lot more major players get involved in Doge to make it an official thing. I don't see it happening, but there's been reports done, there's been analytics done and things like that to say that now that you have big players buying into Doge, and Doge being what's its value right now? I'll look at Robinhood. It is currently sitting at 61 cents currently, and that is right now at 1:04 p.m. Eastern time. And like the headlines here, Alabama, this map shows where people are talking about Doge the most. So you see things like this, and it's just a fad kind of thing. So let's see, does it show anything about? No, it doesn't show anything about the cap. So I was seeing somewhere as of May 5th was $85 billion. That's its market cap right now. What it is maybe today, it could be a lot more than that. And it has been climbing. I mean, you've been watching it, and I got in around the 26-cent mark. I bought more, so my average has kind of gone up a little bit. So it's like around 32 or 36 cents a Doge coin. But my goal for me is just to hang on to it. I put enough money in to hang on to it, and if it goes down and I lose money, then I lose money. But for me, I didn't put like my whole life savings in it. I didn't go all in. I didn't go YOLO and just cash out my 401k and all my stocks and just throw it into to Doge. Sure, it may go to the moon, but it could also drop straight through the floor and you're going to be negative. It's not like a stock. So once the value's gone, it's worth nothing. So in my opinion, I think yes, it will go up, but will it make it to like $20, $30, $40 this year? Never. It will never make it that high this year. And if it does, that's awesome. That's great. Everybody wins. But at the same time, you will not be able to realize those profits unless you sell. So the only way that you're going to realize losses is if it goes down and you sell. So if you sell your coins and it's dropped down when you bought in at 25 cents and it goes down to 10 cents and you sell because you're freaking out, then that is a loss. So that's a realized loss. If it goes down to 10 cents and you buy in again and it just bounces back up after Saturday Night Live goes through and people start selling off and people just buy in at discount and push it right back up, I guarantee you if it does that movement, it's going to go up, people are going to sell off, it's going to come down, and everybody's going to buy in at that discount rate and it's going to go right back up and exceed where everybody started selling. It's going to exceed it and keep climbing. Now the other thing could happen, the fad could end. Maybe there's a whole bunch of people that don't like Elon Musk and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to get involved in this. This is a bunch of hype. Too many kids, too many fanatics, too many meme lovers, and it's just going to be a short-lived thing and they're just going to freak out and get out. In my opinion, why not? This would be like my version of YOLO. You only live once, so I bought in, I put $1,000 in, and we'll see what happens. I can afford to lose $1,000 on this still, but my goal is to have exit plans and exit strategies as it climbs up. So I will be selling off to get my original $1,000 back, and then leaving the rest in there too. If it loses everything, I didn't lose anything. So if it drops down to the floor and becomes zero, which is, I don't see that ever happening, but let's say it did, then I really wouldn't lose any of my capital that I initially invested. I would just be wasting my time, basically. But what is your thoughts? I mean, what do you guys think about this whole Doge hype and the Doge schema? Leave a comment below. Make sure you smash that like button. Hit it as hard as you can hit it. Just don't break your computer or break your iPhone or whatever device that you're using to watch this video. Make sure to hit the notification bell and do subscribe. That's great, because the more that you can do and the more that you can do to build this channel, the better that I can make my content and hopefully get out of this little tiny space that I call my studio for now. I hope that you guys like this video, share it with everybody, and I'll talk to you guys next time.